Alright, time to learn factoring. And when we do factoring or reverse FOILing, what we should do is we should be reading these problems from right to left. So you should be saying what are factors of 30 that add to give you 11. So what you're going to do, you're going to make two sets of parentheses, putting an x in each, and my factors of 30 that add to 11 are going to be 5 and 6. Then you need to figure out what the signs in the middle are. Well, 5 and 6, we need to make it up adding to positive 11. So that means both need to be positive numbers. In this one down here, I'm going to say the same thing. Factors of 24 that subtract to 2. Well, those numbers are going to be 6 and 4 with an x in each. And now I need to get to a positive 2. So the only way that can happen is if the 6 was positive and the 4 was negative. Now I could flip this around. This could be x minus 4, x plus 6. That's the same thing. 2 times 4 is the same as 4 times 2. As long as the signs, though, still stay with the right term. All right, let's look at a couple more. Factors of 18 that subtract to 7 are going to be, excuse me, 9 and 2. So we get 9 and a 2 with the x in each. And you get a negative 7. That means this needs to be negative. This one needs to be positive. And this last one, factors of 18 that add to 9. So for this one, factors of 18 that add to 9 will be 6 and 3, again with an x in each. And the only way I can get to this negative 9 is a minus in front. Now we can use a couple little shortcuts if you prefer. If there's a positive in the back, so like this one right here, the signs must be the same in here. And they must be the sign from the middle is what sign shows up both times. If you have a minus in the back, like the one up top here, that means you have two different signs. And whatever the bigger number of the factor is, that's what gets the sign that's in front. So you can use those rules to help you along as well. So go ahead now, and actually no, before we do this, I want to take a look at these ones because we don't have just a 1 out in front. What you should look for first is, can I pull out a greatest common factor? Well, I really can, and it's pulling out a 3 here. When I pull out a 3, I'm left with x squared plus 4x plus 3. And then I'm in the exact same situation I was before. Factors of 3 that add to 4. So I'm going to keep this 3 out front. My factors of 3 that add to 4 are 3 and 1. So x plus 3, x plus 1. Same here. I can factor out 4, and I can get x squared minus 3x minus 4. So now what are factors of 4 that subtract to 3? Those factors are going to be 4 and 1. So I get an x with a 4 and x with a 1. I need it to be minus 4 and plus 1 to get to the negative 3, and I keep my 4 out front. This one here, I'll pull out a 10. Leaves me x squared minus 36. Notice there are no x's here. I can almost write it, if I wanted to, x squared plus 0x minus 36. You should ask yourself, factors of 36 that subtract to 0. That means I should have the exact same number, the number times itself giving you 36. It's called difference in squares. This is a square and 36 is a square. When I do that, I just take this number on the end, 36, which is 6, and I'm going to write it with an x in each. One's negative and one's positive. Keep the 10 out in front, and there's your answer.